There is no hiding anymore from the fact that DC movies are not dying, but they are in fact already dead. The last time a DCEU movie achieved a decent amount of success at the box office was back in 2018 when Aquaman managed to earn over $1 billion. Since then, every single DCEU movie has proved to be a bigger disaster at the box office than the previous one. The most recent and prominent example in this regard is the Flash movie, which went on to become the biggest disaster in the history of superhero movies despite featuring cameos of the most popular and iconic characters including Michael Keaton's Batman. Even a movie about a giant megalodon shark, Meg 2: The Trench, managed to surpass the global box office collections of the Flash movie within just 2 weeks of its release. But there are a couple of DC movies which proved to be a glimmer of hope in the dark for the franchise. Those 2 movies are Matt Reeves' The Batman and Todd Phillips' Joker. Both of them, despite being the first installment of their respective standalone Elseworlds universe and not part of the larger shared cinematic universe also known as the DCEU, those 2 movies managed to make more money than every single DCEU movie other than Aquaman 2018. Joker went on to become the highest-grossing R-rated movie in history, earning over $1.1 billion, while Matt Reeves' The Batman earned over $800 million. Todd Phillips' Joker, despite the fact that it is a very well-made movie and deserved every bit of the success that it eventually managed to achieve, it was actually not a comic book movie in the true sense of the word. It was a really grounded take on a lonely person with a laughing disorder and other mental health issues. The essence of the movie was to educate the masses about the problems people with mental health issues face in the society. Since this channel is mostly focused on comic book and science fiction movies, I am going to primarily focus on Matt Reeves' The Batman in this video. I think the Batman franchise could be the saving grace of DC movies going forward and help revive their lost glory to a large degree. Before I go further into this topic, I would like to take a couple of seconds of your time to address something. I have observed that only 5% of my viewers from my last 5 videos have actually subscribed to my channel. I request all of you, my friends, to understand that your subscription and likes are the only thing that motivates me to keep making these kind of awesome videos on your favorite comic book movies and shows. So I would really appreciate if you can spend 1 second of your time to subscribe to my channel and leave a like on this video. Okay, without any more delay, let us dive right into the main topic of this video. I will not lie to you and try to paint a perfect picture of Matt Reeves' The Batman. It is definitely not the best comic book movie ever made. It is not even the best DC movie. It has its own share of problems. But the movie is definitely very different, or at least tries to be different and unique from most of the generic superhero movies which are being currently made. I have always preferred DC movies to be dark and philosophical. To give you a background of the importance of the Batman franchise, I would like to take you back to Zack Snyder's DCEU. I absolutely love and will continue to love Zack Snyder's DCEU trilogy, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Zack Snyder gave us the kind of DC universe which I always wanted as a huge fan of DC Comics. Those 3 movies were dark, philosophical, visually stunning and emotional with the most perfect castings. But the studio were too focused to earn some easy money by trying to be like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In the process, they completely destroyed and compromised the essence of what makes up the soul of DC movies, the darkness and deep-rooted philosophy. In their attempt to be like the MCU, the studio interfered with Zack's vision and completely ripped it apart. And now we stand at the doorstep of a new DC cinematic universe to be headed by James Gunn, a person known for using forced comedy and cringe jokes to sell his movies. As much as it pains me to say, but I have to admit the fact that DC movies as we knew and loved has ended and died the day James Gunn was appointed as the co-CEO of DC Studios. I would like to make it clear that I am not a hater of James Gunn by any means. I absolutely adore and love his Guardians of the Galaxy movies. But having said that, I do not think his style of filmmaking and direction would work for DC movies and its characters. His movies may still be good movies from a storytelling point of view, but I can almost confirm that the integrity of some of the most iconic DC characters will be compromised in the process. That is why I am so grateful that we still have a small piece of what I always envisioned DC movies to be like. Matt Reeves' The Batman franchise still has not sold its integrity to commercial selling of comic book movies, at least for the moment. Although I cannot confirm the same for the distant future. This franchise is the only thing that still gives me one small reason to be a DC fan. As I said, the Batman movie was not perfect and it is in no way one of the greatest comic book movies. But Matt Reeves and the entire team of the movie at least puts in a solid effort to give us something which respects the source material and understand the darkness of Batman's character. I want this franchise to expand into a whole Gotham cinematic universe, kind of like the Arkham games, to serve as a counter to James Gunn's comedic DC universe. The world of Gotham has enough iconic characters of their own to give us tons of spin-offs and a number of sequels. Batman is such an iconic and huge character that he can carry the entire weight of live-action DC movies on his back, even with an MCU bootleg universe running at the same time. I hope Robert Pattinson's Batman gets at least 4 more sequels, although I would not mind even if he got more than that to give us a full arc of his character. Maybe the success of Matt Reeves' The Batman universe makes Warner Brothers realize that DC is better off being vastly different from the MCU, and it can make loads of money while still being respectful of its iconic characters. The Batman 2 comes out in 2025, and I really hope it maintains the dark tone of the first movie and actually respects the character of Batman, unlike the brutal butchering of the character they did in the recent Flash movie, especially during that opening sequence with Wonder Woman and Barry Allen. So, that is all I have to say in this video. What do you think about the future of Matt Reeves' The Batman franchise? Can it revive the dying state of DC once again and restore its lost glory? Let me know in the comments down below. And please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.